Good evening, everyone. Wekiva High School welcome you to Mustang Arena for the last time of Season 17. Please welcome our guests from Deltona High School. They are the Wolves. And they'll be taking on your Wekiva High School Mustangs. Before we begin our game this evening, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats as we honor America with a presentation of colors by the Wekiva High School Air Force Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. And then please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Our thanks once again to the Air Force JROTC for their participation in tonight's cordon as well as presenting tonight's colors. Again, this is the final home event of Season 17. We welcome our guests from Deltona High School, the Wolves, and we start with their reserves. Number 3, Ella Andrews. Number 5, Kendall Donahue. Number 8, Leilani Green. Number 12, Alexis Obermeyer. And number 14, Abigail Williams. The starting libero for the Wolves is sophomore number 11, Kennedy Suarez. And starting on the court for the Wolves, serving first, is junior number 2, Morgan Knoll. Second in the rotation for the Wolves is junior number 9, Caitlin Pertel. Serving third for the Wolves, sophomore number 6, Nevaeh Bailey. Serving fourth for Deltona, senior number 1, Olivia Long. Fifth in the rotation for the Wolves is number 15, Gabriela Altamirano, the senior. And finally for Deltona, serving sixth, junior number 7, Cadence Liu York. The head coach of the Wolves is Carl Kinner with assistant coach Amanda DeVersa. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Wekiva High School Mustangs. Starting with their reserves, number 4, Eliana Sanchez. Number 6, Ashley Tuzay. And number 13, Chi-Chi Wang. And starting tonight for the Mustangs, Serving first for Wekiva is 5'5" junior setter, number 9, Lily Stires. Second in the rotation for the Mustangs, 5'5" junior defensive specialist, number 3, Litzy Talgado. Third in the rotation for the Mustangs, 5'7" sophomore middle blocker, number 2, Sarai McFadden. Serving fourth for the Mustangs tonight is 5'6" junior outside hitter, number 11, Macaco Blackman. Fifth in the rotation for the Mustangs, 5'1" senior defensive specialist, number 8, Danila Torres. And finally for the Mustangs, serving sixth, 5'7" junior middle blocker, number 7, Cameron Holman. The head coach of the Mustangs, Heather Lorenz, with assistant coach Danielle Cochran. The officials for tonight's game are from the Florida Professional Officials Association here in Orlando. We thank them for their dedicated service to our high school athletic programs and join them along with our participating schools, reminding everyone to make great sportsmanship a part of this and every competition. We want to remind those of you here in the arena that we are live streaming tonight's action on YouTube and the NFHS network. If you have friends and family who are not able to join us in person for tonight's game, whether they are in Deltona, elsewhere in Apopka, or anywhere in the world, make sure you send them to Wekiva, send them to YouTube, channel Wekiva Sports, or NFHSnetwork.com. As we were saying a moment ago, if you have friends and family in Deltona or elsewhere in Apopka or anywhere in the world, again, it is youtube.com/Wekiva Sports, or search for Wekiva Sports on the YouTube app with your favorite computer, smart TV, or mobile device. We also invite you to join us on NFHSnetwork.com or the NFHS Network app. If you are a member there, we simulcast the same live stream on both networks. For those of you who are already doing just that, welcome to Mustang Arena for the last time of Season 17. My name is Mark Barchi, voice of the Mustangs, and I will be with you for tonight's contest. Mustangs looking to end the home season on a high note. Deltona, of course, as well, would like to see their season take a turn for the better as we head into the home stretch here. Deltona 3-16, Wekiva 3-18. So both of these teams trying to notch their fourth win tonight. And of course, the Mustangs have the opening service of set number 1. Leading their rotation, Lily Stires. And we are underway. Stires has the dig. And it's McFadden at the net, making sure it doesn't get over. Stires continues with service. And it's a great placement. Not able to get it back over with a set we're into no man's land where nobody could get it, forcing the double hit. Here comes Stires again. Bailey on the kill to put the first point on the board. Checking in is Ella Andrews, and serving first, Morgan Knoll. McFadden on the attack. And now coming back from Bailey. The world will never know whether that would have been in or out because the Mustangs touch it. So Nevaeh Bailey gets the kill. That evens the score at 2, and Knoll continues with service. Service away, and it's an ace. Morgan Knoll picks up her first ace of the night. And the first lead of the game for Deltona. Mustangs putting a couple of new opponents on the roster this year that we have not seen in a while. There's another unreturned serve coming from Morgan Knoll. They'll lead 4-2 now. So Knoll will get her third, make it fourth consecutive service here. Ball in play, and a little miscommunication there. The Mustangs able to get it together, though, as Delgado picks up the serve receive. Now here comes Pertell, and she's got it. Caitlin Pertell on the Wolves' kill. So after the Mustangs pick the first couple points. Ball in play. Steyer sets up the attack. Coming in there from McFadden. Wolves are able to get under it. Now a strong attack from Pertell. Blackman at the net. Service back to Wekiva, but first, Chi-Chi Wang is into the game for the Mustangs. And next in the rotation for Wekiva, Lindsay Delgado. And the service is low and into the net. Side out, back to the Wolves. Checking into the game for the Wolves, number 8, Leilani Green. Service away from Pertell, and it will not come back as Wekiva is not able to get a great placement on that. Pertell again. That one is low and into the net. It had the speed, it had the power, it did not have the height. Service back to the Mustangs. Sarai McFadden up next for Wekiva. McFadden service away, and a soft touch at the net. Holman has a harder touch, though, and wins that bout. Knoll gets it back over for the Wolves, and now she sets up an attack from Andrews. It's off speed. Would have been a kill anyway, but Wekiva is called into the net. Service back to the Wolves. Next up to serve as libero, number 11, Kennedy Suarez. Service away, and Steyer is going to try it herself. She's got it. Lily Steyers with a solo kill for the Mustangs. Service back to Wekiva. Next up, number 11, Wekiva Blackman. Deltona kill by Ella Andrews. Service back to Deltona. Olivia Long returns to the game to serve next for the Wolves. Mustangs are called into the net. Service away from Olivia Long. To the back corner. And Suarez had a perfectly fine pass, but nobody could get there to do anything with it. Service back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 13, Chi-Chi Wang. Chi-Chi, one of our two seniors, honored this evening, along with Danella Torres. Delgado with the attack. And now the set. Blackman almost had a block. Now a softer touch from Blackman. And not great placement there. Green never really had a sporting chance on that. Service remains with Wekiva. Service away again for Chi-Chi Wang. And the attack by Green is off the mark. Wekiva now comes back to within 2. Chi-Chi Wang service away. And Morgan Knoll there kind of outthought the room. Trying to dump it over, but didn't have the height to clear the net. So Wekiva takes the free point there, closes it to within 1. Service away for Wang. Now a traditional set from Knoll, but it'll be a free ball settled for by Lou York. Here comes Delgado on the attack, trying to find a blank spot. The Wolves get there. Now Holman looking for that blank spot, and she finds it. Cameron Holman on the Mustangs kill. That's her first tonight, and momentum starting to swing toward the Mustangs after the first set started to get away from them for a little bit. Chi-Chi Wang service away, and that one goes right to the middle with Pertel. Lou York on the attack, and that is handled by Blackman. Here comes Delgado, soft touch, going right to the attack line. Little miscommunication there, but Green and Long are able to recover the situation. Wolves settle for a free ball going back. Here it comes to Delgado. And that one's going straight to Pertel on the back row. And now some action at the net. And the Wolves are called into the net. Mustangs take the lead. Chi-Chi Wang varying her service placement, and it pays dividends. Chi-Chi Wang with an ace. And the Wolves request their first timeout of set number 1. 12-10 Wekiva going into the break. We'll be right back from Mustang Arena. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. 12-10 coming back from the timeout, and there's a hot attack coming in. That is Leilani Green on the kill. Service will come back to the Wolves, but first, checking into the game for the Wolves, number 15, Gabriela Altamirano. She will have the next service. McCauley settles for the free ball coming back. Whatever the Wolves talked about during the timeout seems to have been effective. Good-looking spot from New York. An equally good-looking spot from Stiers coming back. Now Stiers looking for Cam Holman, but she's way too early on the strike. That'll tie the game at 12. Here's Altamirano again. And Stiers managed to get under it, but that was the third touch. Service away for Altamirano. McCauley swats it all the way to the back row. Now the attack from Williams, handled by Blackman. Delgado grazes the top of the net, gets it over to Long. Williams coming back, a little miscommunication there between Chi-Chi Wang and Micaiah Blackman. And Williams gets the kill. Altamirano on the service, and Chi-Chi Wang watches it go by. Altamirano with an ace. That was a close one. Lines are in volleyball. Altamirano currently riding a streak. Here comes service going all the way to the back row, and Blackman hesitated and second-guessed herself. She was going to pass it, then thought at the last second it might go out and over her head, but by that point she had already committed. And so the run for the Wolves coming out of the timeout continues. They now lead by 4, 16 serving 12, and here comes the serve from Altamirano. Stiers tries for the dump, and that's Suarez there and ready for it. Now Blackman tries to get the solo work done at net. Lou York stops that one. Williams on the attack, she's got it. Abigail Williams picks up the kill. It's her second tonight. Service away, and that one, Micaiah Blackman was confident from the start was going to go out, and it does. Service back to the Mustangs. Serving as libero for Wekiva, number 12, Riley McCauley. And at the last second, Lou York decides to make wisdom the better part of valor, settles for the free ball coming back. Now miscommunication, McFadden was waiting for somebody else, finally steps it in and gets it done herself, but settles for the free ball, and now Williams has the timing off and attacks into the net. Mustangs pick up a freebie. McCauley service away, and that one off the knuckles. Goes straight to the R2. Service returns to the Wolves. Next in the rotation for them, number 7, Cadence Lou York. And it goes straight into the net, so it's a short-lived service series for the Wolves. Side out to Wekiva. Next up, they return to the top of the card with number 9, Willie Stires. Stires with an ace. It's her second unreturned serve tonight, as a little miscommunication from the Wolves sets up that. So now Wekiva trying not to let the momentum get too far away from them here as they come back to within 2. Service away, same spot. This time, Olivia Long is better prepared, and now a miscommunication between Long and Altamirano as they're looking at each other and not at the ball. Mustangs pick up another free point and close to 1. This one is building toward a potential photo finish, but it's been a series of fits and starts. Not really back and forth 1 point at a time, but back and forth 6 or 7 points at a time. And now momentum shifts as Abigail Williams picks up her 3rd kill of the set. Checking into the game for Deltona, number 3, Ella Andrews. And next to serve will be number 2, Morgan Knoll. Now it goes to Riley, who steps forward to get it. McFadden on the attack. Knoll has the dig. Now Williams with a softer touch goes to Chi-Chi Wang. Delgado looking for the back row, finds Williams. And a beautiful dive from Kennedy Suarez to keep the ball in play. But it is for naught as Williams can't find the right spot coming back. Wekiva back to within 1 again. Delgado now serving for the Mustangs. And now a collision between Andrews and Altamirano. I think Andrews not in the right place there. And Altamirano with her view block, not able to get the right angle on it. So Wekiva gets another freebie, and that ties the game at 19. We're back to a new ball game. Of course, Varsity sets play at 25, unless we need a tiebreaker, in which case it would be to 15. And now the attack error into the net by Williams. We normally see her on the left side. She's over there on the right side now. Wekiva takes her first lead in a while. And now we get a couple of substitutions. Delgado puts the ball in place. Suarez has the pass. Pertel on the attack. She's got it. Splitting the middle between Stires and Delgado. Caitlin Pertel has the kill. Checking into the game, Leilani Green. Next to serve will be Caitlin Pertel. Pertel with an ace. And it couldn't come at a better time. She had a kill on the previous service, an ace on this one. And it's enough to put the Wolves in the lead. So some excitement here on senior night here at Mustang Arena. Again, the Mustangs actually do have one more game on the regular season. It'll be at Dr. Phillips, but that'll be on the road. So this is it for the season at home. And Chi-Chi Wang at the net. That's her first kill tonight. She often leads the team in kills, so we'll look to see more from her as the match matures. Now Sarai McFadden sends service away. We're tied at 21. Long set headed over to Green, and she's got the mark. Leilani Green retakes the lead for the Wolves. Next up, serving as libero, number 11, Kennedy Suarez. And Stiers taps her chest there. She knows that was an error. Service away from Suarez. Did it land in bounds? It did not. Suarez with the ace. Set point, Wolves. And it is in. Back-to-back aces for Kennedy Suarez will take us to the end of the first set in a series that went back and forth, several points at a time. Deltona ends up with a 4-point victory, 25-21 the score of the first set, and they take a 1-0 lead for the match over the Mustangs. We'll be back from Mustang Arena with the second set right after this. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Mark Parchi, the voice of the Mustangs, here with you for senior night, the class of 2024. Deltona up 1-0 after a 25-21 victory in the first set. Wolves have the opening service of the second set. Just getting our lineups checked here, and we will be underway. McCulley comes in at libero. And then again, Suarez comes in at libero for New York to start off with. Again, the Wolves have the opening service of the second set, leading their rotation once again. Number 2, Morgan Knoll. First service away, it goes to McCulley, but her pass is to the right. Steyer's never really had a sporting chance at that one. Comes Knoll again. And she's going to get a gift. Two nothing. We open up. Service away for Knoll. That one's going to go to Blackman. Tough placement there. As neither Steyer's nor McFadden ever really had a sporting chance at it. Here comes Knoll again. That one goes to Blackman. And again, putting it into no man's land. Steyer's didn't really have a great shot at wrangling that. And now Wekiva settles for a free ball, but at least they return the service. Knoll with the setup to Pertel, and that strikes. As Blackman not able to get it anywhere that she could get help. So 5-0 run to open up the second set. And Deltona is starting the second set at least as well as they finished the first one. Now Delgado gets the first proper attack in of the set for the Mustangs. Pertel on the tip, she's got it. Caitlin Pertel has the tip. That's her 4th kill tonight. Service away, a little too much mustard slathered on that one. Side out to the Mustangs. And with the first service for Wekiva of set number 2, leading the rotation number 9, Lily Steyers. Service away, that one goes to libero Suarez. And the setup to Donahue has got it. Kendall Donahue picks up the kill. Checking into the game for Deltona, number 8, Leilani Green. Next to serve, Caitlin Pertel. McFadden puts on the brakes, but she knew as soon as she touched the net. The Mustangs request their first timeout of set number 2. Back with more from Mustang Arena right after the break. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Mark Parchi, the voice of the Mustangs, here with you for the second set. And so far, it's been all Deltona since we came back from the set break. Wekiva's charged with a delay there. As you saw on your screen, that was more than a minute. First one's free. There comes Pertel with the first serve coming out of the break. Stiers had a beautiful spot, but Knoll was able to get there. And they're going to call for a back row attack. Point goes to Deltona. So Wekiva just not able to catch a break here in set number 2. Pertel again, service away. Delgado has the serve receive. And McCulley is able to eke one out and surprised Suarez. McCulley turning nothing into something there for the Mustangs. Service to Wekiva and Lindsay Delgado. Service away for Delgado. Knoll sets up Pertel, and that one had too much heat on it. Pertel has 2 aces and 4 kills tonight. She will not add to the total on that one, though. Here comes Delgado. That one finds Suarez in the back row. Leilani Green picks up the kill for the Wolves. Next to serve as libero, be number 11, Kennedy Suarez. Service away for Suarez, and McFadden was late to the party. That goes straight into the net. Suarez again. And this time it's Holman on the attack. It goes to Knoll. Donahue looking for the back row, finds Delgado, and Stiers can't get there in time. So for as close as the first set was, the second set is in danger of nearing blowout territory. Mustang's going to need to turn the momentum around on this one quickly to stay in it. That one goes to McCulley. Stiers looking for Chi Wang. Has to reach behind her a little bit, but still manages to find a good spot for it. And now one of those signature attacks coming in from Green, and she connects. Leilani Green on the kill. Leilani Green does not necessarily have the highest stats tonight with 3 kills, although she's not far behind. But boy, is she deadly when you set her up in just the right spot. Ace for Suarez. And Delgado passed that one right into no man's land at the net, and Blackman never had a sporting chance. Service away. This one goes to Delgado. That's a much more controlled pass time. Wang goes to the back row, finds Pertel. Here comes Green, who tries a softer touch, and it turns out she's more than just a power hitter. Kill number 4 for Leilani Green. And now finally the Mustangs catch a break. Starts back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, number 2, Sarai McFadden. That one finds Suarez in the back row. Green didn't get the ideal placement, was able to find a good spot anyway. Stiers handles it, sends it back to Suarez. Now Pertel comes out, finds Chi but bounces it off of her. And that is Caitlin Pertell picking up kill number 5. Side out to the Wolves. Checking into the game for the Wolves, number 12, Alexis Obermeyer, and she will have the next service. Obermeyer finds the back row. Wekiva gets into a little spot of trouble, but gets out of it. Now a difficult set headed toward the net for Lou York, but Wolves pull it out. Now passing it straight to the back row. Delgado's there and ready for that. Here comes Chi-Chi Wang looking for a spot. Pertell is there. Lou York goes to the middle, finds Blackman. And now I don't think Steyer's meant to do that. It's a freebie opportunity, but the Mustangs stay in it. Cam Holman tries to dump it. And a little bit of a sheepish look there from Leilani Green, who's still on the whole has a great night for Deltona, but that will not necessarily be on the highlight reel. As we get the side out to Blackman. That's Micaiah Blackman serving now for the Mustangs. 5 serving 16, and now Green coming from the other side. Out. Just a bit much heat on that one. So Green trying to demonstrate she can swing from both sides of the court. We've seen some really great zingers from her on the outside. Now from the right side. That one just a bit off the mark. Now she has no choice but to settle for a free ball, but it's free ball kill. And a miscommunication by the Mustangs. Side out to the Wolves, checking into the game to serve next for the Wolves, number 14, Abigail Williams. Holman on the attack. That one goes to Obermeyer. Now a soft touch from Pertell. Chi-Chi Wang is there. That might have been out, but Pertell went for it anyway. Now Blackman gets the dig. Chi-Chi Wang trying to change direction fast. Pertell's there on the dig. Here it comes from New York, and she's got it. Cadence Lou York on the kill. Checking into the game, number 15, Gabriela Altamirano. Now serving, Abigail Williams. Williams away. That one goes to Delgado in the back row. And now over to Chi-Chi Wang, who has to kind of slap at it. It was set farther right than where she thought it was going, but she'll get it anyway on a dig error there from Obermeyer. Second kill for Chi-Chi Wang, and she also has the next service. Lou York had a good look, and the Mustangs trying to recover, did they? Yes! Lily Stiers finds the last 2 inches of the court. Altamirano picks up the side out for the Wolves. Next up for the Wolves, number 7, Cadence Lou York. Service into the net, and that'll bring a side out to Wekiva. Next up to serve as libero, number 12, Riley McCulley. McCulley service away, and we have a service fault. side out as we get a substitution. Kendall Donahue back in for the Wolves, and next to serve will be Morgan Knoll. Steyer sets up Delgado, soft touch. Knoll gets under it easily. Now Suarez picks up a set. Not her typical role, but she'll fill it there. Delgado barely manages to get the free ball on the correct side of the net without crashing into it. And now Altamirano off speed there. Service back to the Mustangs. Next in the rotation for Wekiva, they return to top of the card. Number 9, Lily Steyers. Donahue finds McCulley. And now Steyer sets it backwards. Can Blackman recover? She can. Altamirano now finds Steyers in the back row. McCulley sets, and McFadden with a slow lob that gets over to Suarez. And now a soft touch coming in from Bailey. That was Donahue. Nevaeh Bailey with the kill. Service back to the Wolves. Checking into the game for the Wolves. Number 8, Leilani Green. Blackman finds the open spot. Altamirano caught off guard there. Micaiah Blackman on the kill. Next up to serve, number 3, Litzy Delgado. Service away, that one finds Altamirano. A little tussle at the net. And now the soft touch from Green will be for naught, as that is the 4th touch. Of course, if there is contact by the other team over the net, then that resets the count of touches as a block attempt. In that case, though, the ball did not clear the net, and so you continue counting from 3, and that would be 4. And now that one, Suarez took it on the chin there. Timeout Wolves. Wolves request their first timeout of set number 2. And we'll be back with more from Mustang Arena. 21-13, the Wolves up. Wekiva will serve when we return from the break. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Litzy Delgado getting ready to serve here. 13 serving 21. Wekiva trying to get back in this one. And that one is just a bit outside. Service back to the Wolves, serving as libero. Up next, number 11, Kennedy Suarez. Service away goes to Chi Chi Wang. Blackman at the nets. And Altamirano can't get there in time. Second kill of the set for Makai Blackman. Service back to the Mustangs. So Ryan McFadden next on the card for Wekiva. Service away. That one goes to Suarez. Now Altamirano is able to smack it off of Delgado. Second kill of the night for Altamirano, and service returns to the Wolves. Next in the rotation, number 5, Kendall Donahue. Stiers fires it behind her blind and keeps the ball in play. There's that signature move. Leilani Green on the kill. Set point, Wolves. Service away, Mustangs would need to score 11, or actually 12, before the Wolves score 1. Now soft touch from Green. And it's Cam Holman keeping the set alive for the Mustangs. Checking into the game for the Wolves, number 12, Alexis Obermeyer. Side out to Wekiva. Next up will be Makai Blackman. And we're going to whistle for a double hit. Mustangs pick up a freebie there. They certainly could use it. Service away for Blackman, and that one is short. That takes us to the end of set number 2. 25-16 is the final score of the second set, and the Wolves take a 2-0 lead over the Mustangs. Back with more from Mustang Arena right after the break. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. 2-0 the score here on Wednesday night, as we bid farewell to our senior class of 2024. (25-16) the score of the second set, following a 25-21 score in set number one. And once again, Wekiva coming out strong with a competitive look at the first set, and then in the second set blues have been a theme for Wekiva all season long, and this one they fall by 9 in the second set, so Wekiva will try to get things back on track here. Of course, a win in the third set would result in a sweep by the Wolves. Mustangs can keep the match alive by getting on the board here. The Mustangs have the opening service of set number 3. Leading the rotation once again is number 9, Lily Stiers. And we are underway, and Stiers opens the third set with an ace. Her third of the match, obviously first of this set. Caitlin Bertel gets her first kill of this set, her 6th overall of the night. Checking into the game for Deltona, number 3, Ella Andrews. Next to serve, or first to serve this set, Morgan Knoll. Five aces in the books for her. And that may be the first attack I've seen from Sanaya Asanya tonight. She makes her appearance here in the third set. Here comes Blackman, finds the back row with Abigail Williams. Now Bertel again looking for kill number 7. She cashes in, and she's got it. Service away for Knoll, and we have a change in libero as well. Stiers on the kill. Next up to serve for the Mustangs will be number 3, Litzy Delgado. That's one ace so far tonight. Service away. I mentioned a moment ago, Eliana Sanchez now coming in at the libero position for Riley McCulley. Service back to the Wolves. Next up, number 9, Caitlin Bertel. And now service back to Wekiva. Up next for the Mustangs, Sarai McFadden. Abigail Williams finds Delgado in the back row. Up to Holman with a quick draw. Knoll is there and ready for it. And now Suarez, the libero, coming up to the front row to make a little lob on the free ball. And now it's Nevaeh Bailey on the kill for the Wolves. Fourth tonight. Service back to Deltona with Kennedy Suarez stepping in as libero to serve. Service away, great placement Sanchez barely able to get under that one, settles for a free ball coming back. Now over to Andrews on the other side. That one goes to her counterpart, number 3, Delgado. Blackman, way too low on the attack error. In play now, Blackman on the attack, finds the empty spot, and Pertel cannot get there in time. Blackman on the kill. Chi-Chi Wang checks in to serve next for the Mustangs. And the serve from Wang is anemic. Serves back to the Wolves. Checking into the game to serve next for Deltona, number 1, Olivia Long. And Long immediately picks up an ace. Blackman finds the back row. Now coming over to Williams. She finds Delgado, Wekiva's back row. Sire sets up Blackman again. Suarez has to move fast, but gets there, and now Williams on the attack is off the mark. Serves back to the Mustangs. Next to the rotation for Wekiva, Kennedy Suarez. Excuse me, that's number 11, Micaiah Blackman. Abigail Williams has a nice spot. Delgado gets out of it for the Mustangs. Now Cam Holman settles for a free ball coming back. Pertel winds up the swing and the hit. Caitlin Pertel picks up kill number 9. Service back to the Wolves. Next in the rotation, number 14, Abigail Williams. 3 kills for her tonight. She's on your screen there. And now setting up Pertel again. This time she's low. Timing off. Serve back to the Mustangs. And serving as libero for Wekiva, number 4, Eliana Sanchez. But first, getting into the game for the Wolves, number 8, Leilani Green. Service away for Sanchez, finds a great spot for it. Wolves have to settle for free ball coming back. Here comes Stiers, Delgado on the attack, and there was an empty spot there, waiting for a kill, but the attack is just off the mark, wide left, and that'll turn service over to the Wolves. Next in the rotation for Deltona, number 7, Cadence Lou York. Beautiful spot. Chi-Chi Wang's able to get there in time. Pertel on the attack, and she is able to thread the needle between Sanchez and Blackman. Caitlin Pertel picks up kill number 10. New York remains in control of the service. Goes to Chi-Chi Wang. And now Wekiva just settled for the free ball. Not a great placement on the set, but they live to fight another rally. And now Pertel, who has been very consistent for the Wolves tonight, finally blinks. Returning to the game for the Mustangs, number 14, Sanaya Asanya. Next to serve, Lily Stiers. 3 kills, 3 aces for Steyers tonight. Here comes a hot attack from Bailey, and in fact, too much heat. Steyers again, and now Pertel looking for kill number 11. Too much heat on that one as well. And Wekiva has a catch and a break here, closes to within 1. And the Wolves request their first timeout of the third set. Back with more from Mustang Arena in just a moment. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Mark Barchi, the voice of the Mustangs, here with you for more action from the third set. And Wekiva looking to see if they can capitalize on a few mistakes by the Wolves, get back into this one. They trail the match 2-0, so Deltona can sweep with this set as they settle for a free ball, but it's a free ball kill. Catching Wekiva off guard there, Kennedy Suarez. And that won't count, as Andrews and Bailey both went for it at the same time and touched the net in the process. Delgado serving for the Mustangs. And you heard Suarez scream, "Go!" It settles for a free ball, but free ball is better than nothing. Micaiah Blackman on the Mustang kill. And number 11 ties at 11-11. Oh, it's Delgado. Ace. Her second ace of the night for the Mustangs. Barrow obviously serving as defensive specialist tonight. And Steyers manages to keep the game alive, but Avea Bailey at the net picks up the side out for the Wolves. Her 5th kill of the night. Checking into the game, number 15, Gabriela Altamirano, to serve next. Service away. And Sanchez settles for the free ball. Now here comes that signature speed. Leilani Green on the kill. And Sanaya Asanya is going to feel that one in the morning. Altamirano, service away. No, it's not either. She'll let that one fall to the ground. You're allowed to do that once with no penalty on each rally. Service away now, and Blackman has to go for the bump, so Wekiva settles for the free ball. Here comes that seed again from Green. This time, McFadden and Asanya are able to get it back over. Now Blackman looking for the back corner, finds Suarez. Green again, changes the speed, and that's Leilani Green. Can get fast kills and slow ones. That's her 8th tonight. 14 serving 12 now as the Wolves have retaken the lead. Delgado in place for the serve receive. Here comes Blackman, and did not dial one for long distance. 3-point advantage now for the Wolves, 15 serving 12 again. 10 points away from the sweep. Service away, goes to the back, finds Sanchez. Blackman again, just a little too much heat. That one was a lot closer, but still just a few inches past the end line. 16 serving 12 now for the Wolves. Service away for Altamirano and bounces it right off of Micaiah Blackman. That is Gabriela Altamirano with an ace. And the Mustangs request their first timeout of set number 3. Back with more from Mustang Arena in a moment. And the Wolves disperse first. Coming back from the break, the Mustangs trailing by 5. Here in the third set, they trail the match 2-0, so Wekiva must win this set in order to keep the match alive. Service away for Altamirano, and now Stiers with a trick move. Lily Stiers picks up the dump. That's kill number 4 for her tonight. Side out to Wekiva. Sarai McFadden will be up next for the Mustangs. Stiers diving for that one, and Wekiva is lucky to keep the rally alive. Now a lot of heat coming in from Andrews. I'm not sure if that would have stayed in bounds. We'll never know. Wekiva makes a safer choice there. Now Green trying to bring the heat, and she does. Leilani Green on the kill. Service back to the Wolves. And Kennedy Suarez will serve as libero. But first, checking into the game for the Mustangs, number 8, Danella Torres. Suarez with an ace. That's her 4th ace tonight. Service away. Sanchez. I'm not sure if that would have stayed in bounds or not. We'll never know. Soft touch from Green. Gets it. Double digits now. Kill for 10 for Leilani Green. And we'll pause a moment as we have a Mustang who is slow to get up. That's Cam Holman on the floor there. We'll get our trainer Brian Berg in. She's able to sit up, so perhaps got the wind knocked out of her. Cam Ullman shaking up on the play, making her way off with the assistance of Coach Flores and our athletic trainer, Mr. Berg. Here comes Kennedy Suarez again. And now also has the dig. Dahl sets up Green. Sends the speed in. Mustangs get under at that time. And now, beautiful spot. That's Sanaya Asanya on the Mustang skill. And checking into the game for her, number 13, Chi-Chi Wang, who will serve next. So beautiful work there by Asanya to get the side out. Wekiva needs to score 11 before Deltona scores 5 in order to keep the match alive. Green reaching backwards, still manages to get the work done. Not the great placement for that attack, but it worked anyway. Checking into the game for Deltona, number 12, Alexis Obermeyer. And for the Mustangs, Litzy Delgado returns. Leilani Green with 11 kills. And we'll pause here. The Wolves request their second timeout of set number 3. We'll come back for the conclusion of the senior night matchup from Mustang Arena after the break. Welcome back to Mustang Arena. Mark Ritchie here to conclude the third set with you as we are headed into what could be the last 3 services, unless the Mustangs can pick up a side out here and extend the set. And even after the timeout, the Wolves still not confident in their rotation, so they will pause and ask for a rotation check, which our R2 will gladly oblige here. And I'm looking over to my left at the athletic trainer's corner and seeing Cam Holman getting her knee taped with ice. So the good news is that there's no indication that there's particularly grave injury that occurred, but obviously we'll not expect to see her for the rest of this match. And 22 serving 14, it will be Cadence New York up to serve once we get this substitution taken care of. Returning to the game for the Wolves, number 9, Caitlin Bertel, excuse me. And once again serving is Cadence New York. And Cadence New York has an ace. I'm not sure Wekiva knew that we were playing. And now a softer touch, in fact, too soft for Cadence New York. Keep Wekiva in this for a bit longer. Serve it back to the Mustangs. Next up for Wekiva, number 11, Micaiah Blackman. 4 kills for her tonight. Suarez just barely gets under it. And Caitlin Bertel had a good look, but just a bit wide right. Mustangs closed to within 7. Micaiah Blackman with an ace. So that ace gets added to her 4 kills. Bertel finds Sanchez, who has to send it straight back. And now a little miscommunication. Stays in play, though. Here comes Bertel again, and manages to stay on the left side of Blackman. Caitlin Bertel with kill number 11. Match point, Wolves. But first, returning to the game for the Wolves, number 3, Ella Andrews. Morgan Knoll serving. That takes us to the end of the match. 25-17 is the final score of set number 3. And the Wolves will take a 3-0 victory for the match. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out to support your Mustang and Wolves athletes. Again, we remind you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Wekiva Sports, and bookmark WekivaMustangs.com for all of your scores, schedules, and more. We hope you will join Wekiva on the road tomorrow night as they travel to Dr. Phillips to officially end the season. Congratulations once again to Chi and Nella, as well as Abby, on their senior night festivities here at Wekiva. And of course, come back and see us on Friday night for senior night for football. We'll be getting that started. We'll step off right at 6 o'clock, so get here before 6 o'clock so you can help us bid farewell and congratulate the football, cheerleading, band, color guard, JROTC, and athletic training seniors before the game against Horizon in Week 8. This concludes Season 17 of the home season, at least, for Wekiva Mustangs Girls Volleyball. Thanks for your support all season long. For those of you here in the arena, please drive carefully and arrive home safely. Those of you listening online, thanks for tuning in tonight on YouTube or the NFHS Network, and please don't forget to subscribe before you go. We'll see you next time. Good night from Mustang Arena.